Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and evening and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host and Pearl Dane. We're off here to 2v2 on road to Kharkov. In the north it is Dirtyfinisher and Mikujin fighting here for the Red Army of the Soviet Union. Blasting onwards here with the 7th Tank Corps. We got Guard Rifle here for Dirtyfinisher with K1s, Guard Rifle Infantry, submachine guns, howitzers, and the Artillery Attacks Triple Infantry. There's Terror Tactics, Defensive, and Guard Motor here for Mikujin. Also infantry and to take the bullets from the south it is ElZocko and VonManteuffel. Double Wehrmacht here fighting for Germany, Deutschland. Holding the line here with the 78th Sturm Grenadier shown here, staying Operation Backlash shown. The Soviets are trying to smash through Army Group Center here. We got double Pioneer start for VonManteuffel looking to grab more territory, plus Mechanized. ElZocko with Jaeger Armor, Jaeger Infantry, and Storm Doctrine. Mix of infantry, armor, and such bulletins there for the Germans. Allies pushing it hard here. We got a special rifle command side here for Dirtyfinisher with the Strafnicki squad on the way there already. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons and supporters. These champions, these heroes, my own personal company of heroes, in fact, which you can join as well by pledging on Patreon. Or you can always just pop in with a one-time donation via PayPal. Links are in the video description. You can always just comment, like, subscribe, press the bell button as well. Keep the YouTube algorithms from tearing my head off. Got Pioneers saying Norfolk Seas, a double Pioneer, double Grenadier build here for VonManteuffel. Definitely been interesting there. Grenadier MD42 for ElZocko. We shall see, of course, what happens next. More Grenadiers. Penal Trooper Sniper build here for Dirtyfinisher and Mikujin with triple conscripts. And a narrow enclosed map like Road to Kharkov, the sniper can be quite the nasty customer. Personally, not a big fan of this map. I wasn't a big fan of it when it was a 1v1 map, and I am still to this day baffled as to how this is somehow an acceptable 2v2 map, but here we are. Sandbags in the center here, and this is also a map that I think is probably like the most revised map that is also still seeing, play on the rankings, because I mean most of the maps that needed so many changes have usually been removed, but Road to Kharkov somehow persists. And it's got the center victory point, going to move forward to the east, mortar on the way here for VonManteuffel on a map like this. Also good idea here. And just held down, slamming forward. It's got the hold fire there, so they'll just pop a shot out at the wrong time there. Mortar on the way for ElZocko as well, so both German players here coming into the mighty Granatenwerfers. Very nice idea here, getting killed in the machine crew, but killing one of the supporting gunners. In the center here, we got Pioneers being overrun by infantry. As Mikujin there pushing towards that, Pioneers being Grenadiers as well there. We got ElZocko here with Storm Doctrine, featuring ambush training, half-track, regal mines, smoke bombs, which are also part mechanized. Howitzers, which you can also find mechanized. Stuka bombing strike, and the mechanized got the mechanized Grenadier group, spotting troops in the command tank. That leaves only Mikujin without a doctrine. South here, Grenadiers push slowly falling back, probably due to the presence of the sniper, which they are obviously a bit concerned about. Grenadiers going straight for the carve point here. We got defense was all being laid up here by Mikujin to try and slow down the German push for the carve point. Flame for engineers on the far right flank here. Tech there for VonManteuffel and for ElZocko. Fairly good synchronized tech there. Thumbs up. Pioneer starting back. Here's the Grenadiers also fall back here. Once the Pioneer squad or retreating, flamethrower for the other one. Mortar ready to go here. Grenadiers looks like they could be trying to set up for a flank here. Try and catch Dirtyfinisher off guard and flank the sniper and kill him. Definitely like that idea. Obviously, with Storm Doctrine, he also does get access to the ambush training, which, is a fun fact. Ambush MD42 is actually a fairly decent counter for snipers if you set them up correctly. It's also very fun to counter sniper with an ambushed heavy machine gun team. Let me tell you that. It is personally my preferred way of dealing with snipers. But anyways, no ambush training there, so looks like ElZocko does not agree with that assessment. At least hasn't thought about it. Concentrating the Grenadiers in the east. We got more mortars here for VonManteuffel. I feel like that's perhaps going a bit too heavy on the mortars, for my liking there at least. I'd like to make a nice company think, Panther Grenadiers or some fast tech here would serve VonManteuffel better at the moment than another mortar, but Germans will now have 3 mortars, which is a lot of mortars. Last time I saw this many mortars early on from the Wehrmacht, mortars hadn't been nerfed. And we saw mortars firing away there, or at least soon to fire away. The people being pushed back. Pioneers being sniped at. We got 6 kills here on the sniper for Dirtyfinisher. Germans losing ground here in the early game to the Allies. Need to push back hard and fast. ElZocko there's probably going to push for an armored car, try and basically run down the sniper. Finish them more swiftly. Grenadiers being overwhelmed up north. Mortars obviously Not great for, like, you know, stopping a Soviet advance like that. So there's obviously a bit of a flaw there as well in VonManteuffels' plan with that heavy machine gun team. He does lack something to really, shall we say, slow down some of all these things. So off to a bit of a rough start here for the Germans. Ooh, could get a conscript wiped in Mikujin. That would certainly be very helpful there. And Dirtyfinisher is also a bit short on troops. They're lucky. Yeah, going to go for guards from here. Mortar firing down. And does get the conscript wipe there on Mikujin. Very good. Troops reinforcing. Armoured car there almost done here for ElZocko. Grabbing back the fuel point. Mikujin here commits to the final doctrine. It is Guard Motor. Not a massive surprise with the T-3035s, heavy mortars, Guards Rifle Infantry, vehicle repair training, and marked vehicle. Constant firing away there. We got the armoured car move here for ElZocko. Germany, Deutschland. Then again, trying to use that as a counter sniper can also be a bit tricky, since again it can be difficult to like, get a good spot on the sniper, and it's also crucially much more easier just to bottle up an armoured car trying to hunt down the sniper. So that sounds a mission that may also be one of the reasons why they committed to a lot of mortars, just hoping to like catch the sniper with a mortar round. Steady advance here in the south, and in the north from the Germans. Mortar still keeping pace. Panzerguns there for VonManteuffel, very good, thumbs up. Sniper there, very, very cool. Despite the armor car being so close, mortar being forced, machine covering up. Still no ambush camouflage there. I'm saying about the sniper just upgrading as many of his troops to the ambush camouflage could just be a generally good idea to make it a bit harder for the sniper to just creep forwards. Clear out targets. Lots of mines, sandbags here from Mikujin. That is definitely a bit avant-garde there. I'm wondering as why, but possibly just to create more like an actual dug-in position that's a bit harder to flank for the Germans. Although, gets them stuck in a box. That's a bit awkward there for Mikujin. That is a tiny bit awkward. Gunnersman Fortis, now they're holding up. Guardsmen need to block, mortar firing down there. Gunnersman 4-belts. We'll try and push up here. Of course, one reason ElZocko may not be discharging in besides the gas is also the possibility of mines here from Dirtyfinisher, which obviously could easily shut down the armored car, make it easy prey for the guardsmen, or, you know, penal tools with anti-tank rifles. Mortar fighting is raining down there. We got a hay mortar there for Mikujin, and we got the mortars from VonManteuffel being moved to assist here in the south, it seems. That's going to be a lot of mortars then firing into the show, say, the same sector. That's going to get quite uncomfortable for any Soviet infantry, that's for sure. So there you go, just a rain of mortar fire here from VonManteuffel and ElZocko against Dirtyfinisher. His penal troops there will soon find the entire place collapsing on them if they do not get out of there fast. And there you go, sniper getting pursued here, and there you go, gets a sniper. Great kill there for ElZocko, great kill. Panzer was holding up there. Building collapsed, denying it to the Soviets. Pack 40 there for VonManteuffel. One for ElZocko as well. He's also gone for Panzergrenadiers. Thumbs up there to ElZocko. Immer mehr Panzergrenadier. Strafniki there with the anti-tank rifles. We got the tank there though for Dirtyfinisher. The T-70 likely to be rushed out here. Mortar fighting rain down there. Panzers moving forward, backed up with the machine guns. Still no ambush camouflage. Mortars could stand to, I think, we're a bit further forwards. That's just me. Got the heavy mortar ready here for Mikujin. So now we're up to a total of 4 mortars on the map now. That's a lot of mortars. That is a lot of mortars. There we go. Finding some ambush camouflage there for ElZocko. Got them caught by the Panzergrenadier. Let me see what they do next. VonManteuffel is definitely looking fairly passive at the moment. Static. Got smoke in here. Thumbs up to Mikujin. In fact, throwing down smoke in there with the same mortar. Excellent. Moving in there to take advantage of the smoke to throw down some sandbags as well. Excellent play. Of course, can't get hit by the German counterfire. And there you go. Both mortars going to fire away at that. So only a bunch of countries they're going to be easy targets for the mortars. There you go. One squad all really close being wiped out there. Quick retreating it. But even the other squad might be in some trouble. There you go. Petra blown to bits. Troops waiting here. Might want to hold them to hold fire, perhaps. Just a tiny bit there. But then again, with the snipers not needful. And there you go. They're opening up the advancing so troops. Machine gun panzer there, getting the ambush bonus. Firing the wrong unit, which is the one in heavy cover. Can always be a bit frustrating when that happens. Like, there's plenty of obvious targets out in the open, but they're firing at the one they're going to be the least effective against. Now the other troops falling up here, also getting suppressed now. Panzer squad, they need to fall back. They took too much damage there. Took way too much damage. In the center, Panzer squad in the center victory point up northeast to the advance from the Soviets. We've got a small counterattack here by VonManteuffel Pioneers to flush out the Soviets. Gunners moving in here for ElZocko. VonManteuffel getting some gunners upgraded as well. Still feels fairly passive in comparison. Teams around. We got a second sniper out here for Dirtyfinisher. Another sniper. In the center, Gunners, Panzergunners trying to grab the point. We got Hay Mortar fighting rain down here from Mikujin's Hay Mortar. Further up north here, Pioneers overcame the Soviets, though at a slightly steep cost. Opinions going for the point there. Pioneers mortar nearby. We got 0 kills in the mortar. There's some veterancy. Lots of mines here. Thumbs up. And Mikujin still hasn't done anything about those consoles. He's just abandoned them. Help! Could we please get some assistance? Yet, comrades, you failed the motherland by getting stuck. We were just following orders. Follow them better. What's that supposed to mean? Don't ask me, but... Don't ask me, I'll tell the commissar. Oh, it's a couple of hard. Anyways, take the... Oh, more pencils here for ElZocko. I like. Mortars there, moving ahead there. Could try and set up for counter barrages at a certain point. Hope they can sort of snuff out the Soviet heavy mortar team. Got the sniper guardsman heading for the southern victory point there. Mortar here could begin bombarding the guardsmen. Would be a fairly good idea here. Continue heavy fighting here between VonManteuffel and Mikujin over the center. A mortar fire on the Panzergrenadier squad. German mortar fire on the conscripts. Just so much mortar fire. Real case of mortar combat. Sniper there with 4 kills. Double Panzerman force there. Ambush camouflage in the second squad as well. Very good. We got tech there for VonManteuffel. Sehr good. Conscripts there finally wiped out. Put out of their misery. Snuffed out. Like a defective candle. Both so placed there pushing for the Mechanized Armor Company. 2 thumbs up there to Dirtyfinisher and Mikujin. There'll be T-35s and NK-1 heavy tanks that I think will require a nice amount of Stooks here from the Germans and some nice tactics. Pushing up here, very good. In this regard, Mikujin left his side of the front line very exposed. And when he got pushed back from the center, made it easier for VonManteuffel to push ahead, though he should probably get in more troops there. He's also going for double Panzergrenadiers. I really like that. Both German players have double Panzergrenadiers. That is definitely actually a rare sight. Very good to see that thing, as long as they don't throw them away. But used correctly, double Panzergrenadiers is a sizable infantry complement that can actually tear through a lot of infantry very fast, but also be a significant threat to support weapons like the field gun. So I hope that ElZocko and VonManteuffel do the Panzergrenadiers proud. T-35 from 6 on there for Dirtyfinisher and installed for the K1. A bit interesting. Mikujin though looks like he is going to go for the T-34-85. Probably might want to like distance them out a bit there so they don't become a super easy target for the Soviet heavy mortar. That definitely feels like VonManteuffel there is tempting fate just a tiny bit. Both Panzergrenadiers are by an ambush mode under ElZocko's command. Armored car knocked out. And there you go, Panzergrenadier to the cop and hay mortar fire in close there. Contra there being hosed down by the Panzergrenadier. Taking a lot of damage very fast. The assault was really just showing what they're good for. And there you go, bang grenade off, needs to retreat that squad. And there we go. S-mines as well there, not shabby. You could actually, I think, try and chuck the grenade into that, maybe. Or if you had the mortars move a bit further, they could begin to bind position. But yeah, I think 2 pads of mortar play there from VonManteuffel. In the south here, fighting continues intensely between Dirtyfinisher and ElZocko, and Dirtyfinisher's T-35 was right. Mikujin is taking a severe beating. His forces are starting to look a bit depleted here against VonManteuffel. A bit depleted, to put it generously. Tier 4 push, though. Ooh. Never a fan of that one. In particular, I think in 2v2 matches, that is extra dangerous in my opinion. Extra dangerous and extra risky, and could easily backfire here from VonManteuffel and ElZocko. Rock grenade here sets off the S-mine. We could see a wipe here in the engineers possibly. Another stinging blow there to Mikujin, and down the engineers going in with no minesweepers as well, and of course no engineers. He's going for the T-35 here in the south. Grenadiers being pushed back by the T-34s from 6. The engineers though are going nowhere. Fast. Heavy pan squad there for VonManteuffel. No support call yet for ElZocko. I hope he's not also planning to go for Tier 4. That's obviously that's what they imagine the Soviets hoping for, but personally I don't hope. Yeah, grab the munitions point back there. T-35 has arrived here from Mikujin and the Red Army. Those surplus have seen better days. Mortars continue to blast away there. Sniper there with 11 kills. Bold here of Dirtyfinisher coming about. Their mortars are definitely home to snuff out that sniper, to stomp him out, to crush him. Fairly lucky for Dirtyfinisher not actually getting remotely close to the sniper, but at some point I imagine the sniper's luck's going to run out to some degree. Grenades holding up there. Oh, it looks like if you actually briefly thought he might try to actually rifle grenade the sniper. That'd been impressive if he pulled that off though from camouflage. Panzer right with the T-35. No armor yet. You got the Spommerkopf. They're like to go for a Panther 4 here, Mr. ElZocko. As for VonManteuffel, Sturmpanzer, Panther versus the T-35. Obviously would likely want the Panther, you know, Stoops, but if you assume from Tier 4, Panther. Then taking us hit from the T-34 from 6. Pack 40 gets credit on the T-34. Engineers backing up, and of course the sniper here. You could actually try and sprint ahead here, try and catch a sniper. The Panther was actually get a kill there. Panther 4 there for ElZocko. Meanwhile, T-35 pushes forward here. No Manse down here from ElZocko or from VonManteuffel. They're along this line, so there's nothing to really stop the T-34. Guessing VonManteuffel is stalling up for the Panther here, at least that would be my guess. ElZocko's Panther 4 is halfway done here. He got 14 kills almost between the sniper here. Definitely getting some good value out of this one compared to the first one. More to continue to fire away here under ElZocko and VonManteuffel command. There you go, almost got the guard squad. Panther 4 almost done. T-35 is the Pack 40. The Panzer Economic 40. Could actually do something and launch a flank through here, catch the Southern player Dirtyfinisher off guard, but sadly, VonManteuffel was also too preoccupied trying to keep Mikujin here from crushing it from the north. But still, if he could, getting those two Panzer squads in here could be really powerful versus Dirtyfinisher, but also allow ElZocko to push ahead. But there you go. Panther 4 there arrived. VonManteuffel ever closer to the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Panther 4 arriving, shoots, hits the wreckage of a truck, which is certainly less than impressive. We should have found there for Dirtyfinisher. Gunnery's firing in there from the north. Guards from there going to suffer a lot there as well. Panther on the way there for VonManteuffel, as expected. Panzer's moving in there. A bit more an actual northern flank. VonManteuffels Panther is roughly a quarter done. Sniper gets another kill. He should have almost done that for Dirtyfinisher. Mikujin getting even close to another T-35 here. Closely. Ground northern point. Sandbags down. Thumbs up there to Mikujin. He should have 5 tanks already here for Dirtyfinisher on the Red Army. We got 258 versus 356. Panther right about the corner here for VonManteuffel. More Grenadiers here for ElZocko. So now find the Pioneer here. Ambush machine gun ready. Panther's getting into ambush position as well. Compartments in the ambush rounds here. T-35 flying in once more, and there you go. Panther though has arrived here for VonManteuffel for Deutschland. Panther 40, Pack supporting, but it's taking hit from the HD5 as well. Rushing it, trying to catch a sniper. 32 there on ElZocko's Montenegro. Panther just charging through, crashing cover, making easy for them to follow up. Sadly, there is no infantry follow up here for VonManteuffel. In this case, the Panther is back at the base. The Grenadiers are occupied further south. There you go, Panther moving forward. No sprint though, and direct hit from the T-34 from 6 already takes out most of one of the squads, leaving only one squad to follow up with. Not the greatest maneuver there by ElZocko. Ooh, almost got the sniper here, the mortar. Almost, but not quite. Pack shooting at the sniper as well, hoping to get the bastard. Worth noting using flares here to scout ahead. Very good. And there you go, the Panzer actually going for the sprint there. And Dirtyfinisher seeing this. Very wise retreat to sniper rather than taking the chance on that one, which would obviously be fairly silly. Nice shot there. Troops reinforcing healing. We shall of course see what ElZocko and VonManteuffel goes from next. From ElZocko, I'd probably expect more Panther 4s, so I think Stoops would be a good investment, or maybe an Ostwind. That's just from VonManteuffel. Sturmpanzer, Panzerwehr, I could imagine next. Heading northwards there instead. We got 258 versus 340. Oh. Getting caught out in the open. Did see the NCR pissing around, but Bernard's too low in health and numbers. Really like, makes sense. Target weak point there does stand the T-34-76, but lacking any follow-up here. It ultimately doesn't do too much there for ElZocko, except, buy him some more time versus the T-34. We got air support here from a Dirtyfinisher, and currently the Germans' lack of an Ostwind definitely means it's going to be a bit more difficult to stop the IL-2 Sturmovix. Theoretically, the pinlock machine and the Panther can do it, for that matter, it's on the Panther 4, but it's a fairly low chance. But, it does exist. Heavy damage there. Pack cleared out. Settled charge there as well, destroying the Pack 40, denying it to ElZocko. Good work there. Pretty bad here for the Germans in the south. Panther moving in. But we already got the Guardsmen blocking. They've already got the sniper in the way. The Reds could try and focus on the side of the Panthers' machine guns up north there. We got Mikujin making a slow approach. Another T-34-76 for Dirtyfinisher. Not even that K1 heavy tank, which is honestly the big surprise here. Not that he's gone for guard rifle, but he's not making use of the K1, which is like typically the number one reason someone goes for guard rifle is they want that tank. Katyusha fire here. German situation looking fairly hazardous. They need to do something more drastic to turn this around, I think. Panther taking a few hits, dealing a few hits on the T-34 backed up. There we go, Panther with forward spreading as well. Got to clear the field now, I think. That'd be pretty great here for the Germans to clear that out fast. There we go. Quickly dropping like very large flies. And there we go, got the T-35. Moving ahead here as well. There we go. Good power band grenade in the conscripts. Pretty good there for the Germans. Stinging blow there to Mikujin once more. Panther squad the wiped out band grenade off, but it's going too far as well here. Howard's out for VonManteuffel. Fair enough. Okay, landing some pretty good hits on the Mortar team almost taken out. There was still quite a blow there to ElZocko, losing one of his two Panzer Grenadier squads. More Panzer around here this time though for VonManteuffel. Field and recruit, they need to merge with it to get to full size swift to make it hard for the Germans to clear up. Band grenade in the retreat path. Did take the bait, but still taking a lot of damage in return. Heavy mortar routed here. If you have not percent too big of a standing target to the Katyusha and the other artillery here from the Soviets. German mortar continues to find way there in the south here. T-34 knocked out. Panther 4 backing up. Panther there. Literally 1-2 kills. Intense and almost non-stop fighting here between the Germans and the Soviets at the moment. Now fire than the Pioneers. Panther need repairs. ElZocko flooding quite a bit of fuel. Is he planning tier 4 now as well? Because I think that would be fairly advisable. Definitely needs more armor now. Panther 4 or some Stutes would be good. In fact, a pair of Stutes I think would do a lot there for ElZocko. Plus some Panzer Grenadiers, obviously. Go 258 versus 252. Pretty close in terms of victory points, but now the Soviets are getting the lead over the Germans. Ace mortar, there you go. Katyusha fire here on ElZocko and from VonManteuffel support weapons. Panther 4 running on the scene there. RF-82 actually 2 roughly. Panther once more ready here for VonManteuffel. Nice on the T-34 from 6. Howitzer is almost ready to fire for VonManteuffel as well. Got it. Kaput. Pack setting up. Panzer force as well there. Good hit on the E-5. Need to fix up the Panther. We got the center of the Grenadier. Constant field gun nearby. And he's routed by the Panzer Grenadier. Almost got the field gun there. Both mortars on counter barrage mode there briefly at least. Hey mortar there with 4 kills close to the air slope. They should 5 rushing force now for Mikujin as well. No more T-35s. Back and forth action. We got 258 versus 202. Currently VonManteuffel has the largest force, but he's actually not exerting it particularly aggressively, which is always a found risk as the Wehrmacht, in particular in 2v2s as the match goes on, in particular versus the Soviets, as you just risk getting ground out. So I definitely think there needs to be some increased attempted aggression here for VonManteuffel against the Allies, or he just risks losing out to sheer attrition at some point. No additional armor yet here for ElZocko. Just flooding a lot of manpower fuel in for VonManteuffel as well. isn't floating enough to really get much out of the heavy Panzer Corps except a Panzerwerfer, and I think with double mortars and a howitzer, VonManteuffel doesn't want more artillery. That said, with 88 command point or population points, you can't really get a lot from it anyways either, like both the Panther and the Sturmpanzer require too much. You do get the command tank instead. I mean, that can work out too. Bit more pressure in the north here for VonManteuffel, I think would be fairly good. Heavy machine gun team out there for Mikujin to perhaps also press a fire against all of these Panther. I think that's a very good investment. Panther flying away. Then we get a house as well for ElZocko. That's a lot of artillery from the Germans now. That's 3 mortars and now, but shortly, 2 howitzers. That definitely feels a bit too excessive for my tastes. Panther command tank gives us the Guardsman. We got the Eastern flying away. Mortar firing down there as well. Guardsman's the MD42. We got Mark target off here. Sniper with Acel. Another H5 for Dirtyfinisher. Command tank flying. Pioneers being in there. Package reinforcing healing. Panzer reinforcing healing there as well. Nice shot there. Cons being absolutely blown to bits in the center. In the south here. Steady advance station fire almost done there for Dirtyfinisher and the Red Army. Almost ready. Got the hay mortar being cleared, or mortar being pushed back, but it's 5. And he's advancing through the center. Feeling they're being caught by them. But yeah, the Germans really, like, you know, need to light a fire under their asses and actually get to attacking. Everything right over the Maxim. Snap again on the hit for Dirtyfinisher. Need to fix up the Panther there. Bet you 2 on that one. 2 howitzers out there. Plus, of course, all the mortars in the world. Both mortars and counter barrage duty. That said, I feel like if they were to, like, you know, make a good push against Mikujin, they could actually get a big advantage, because Mikujin, like, between him and Dirtyfinisher, definitely seems to a degree bit the weaker link. Plus, he's kind of the one actually defending the largest swath of territory, whereas Dirtyfinisher basically got this tiny narrow corridor, which makes it much easier for Dirtyfinisher to defend himself against a head-on attack, whereas for Mikujin, wider frontage means it'd be much easier for, like, ElZocko and VonManteuffel to overwhelm at the same time. So I do think that's something they should consider strongly. Kitchens raining down death. Panzer moving forward to the center very slowly. Packs mortars there. Panther 4 command tank being fixed up. Mortar fire raining down. Got the Panzer moving forward. Guards flying away as well. Got the sniper there with 2 kills on them. Got the Panther moving forward to center here. Something resembling perhaps a push here by VonManteuffel. Can he keep it up? The H5 is the Panther. Taking heavy damage on the H5. Pack volumes. God, there you go. Mine off as well there. Quickly punching here for Mikujin. Down it goes. The Panther will need to move forward, so at least spread out a bit here as well. More to continue to fire down there. But up north, we got the command tank moving forward as well here. For VonManteuffel. Not entirely sure what's firing it with the howitzer, but seems to retreat it. Going to recruit again. Heavy losses there on Mikujin's forces. Meanwhile, though, Dirtyfinisher made great progress as ElZocko is just trying to deal with this slow but methodical grinding advance of Dirtyfinisher. That said, right now, VonManteuffel could try and launch a flank attack, get behind Dirtyfinisher, and hit him from there. But that said, he's actually minding the flanks in case this actually happens. Thumbs up, there's a Dirtyfinisher. Thumbs up. At the same time, he's not exploiting the pushes. I definitely feel like VonManteuffel is making a mistake. Like, either you should just push ahead to secure the northern field and just more of the territory. They need to, like, swing behind Dirtyfinisher, but instead he's just stopping up and just pulling back entirely to the degree, or he's not making any movements towards either north or west. So I definitely feel like that's a bit of a mistake there tactically by VonManteuffel. It's definitely going to make it easier for, you know, Dirtyfinisher just to reposition and deal with VonManteuffel as well, buying time for Mikujin to recover. Mikujin going for another H5, very good. Howitzer there with 1 kill. 14 kills in the other. We got 245, 137. Finally a bit of northbound movement here from VonManteuffel and the German army. Quick statement on there, aircraft actually got shot down there by the pinlock machine gun, I think, of the Panther. Yep. Actually, apparently taking out quite a few aircraft with this pinlock machine gun, which is fairly impressive. Guys then being hammered out by the command tank in the Panther 4. We got 238% of 37. Another Katyusha barrage off here from Mikujin. By the sound of it. Yep. 4 kills by the way, close veteran to 1. Puns are going to be routing the penal troops on the guard squad behind the 85, just can't do anything to assist. Panther on the move here. Still no additional armor there from ElZocko, who's just bleeding a lot of manpower teams without really making much headway. More firing down there. Howitzer could begin bombarding insects using counter barrage. German mortar there under ElZocko's command, hammering away here. Sniper down. Finally took out the second sniper. I think that was the Panther 4 there. The music was actually the Panther though. Actually, it looks like it might have been. Good God. Anyways, mark target here on most likely the Panther. Yep. Makes a lot of sense for Mikujin. Max rolling up here, up north there, point being grabbed as well. No response from the Germans there. Takes out the Panther. Max and finally 1 kill, or 2 kills, veterans you won. Troops reinforcing healing here. Nothing further going on there for VonManteuffel. Slow advance here, gun is holding up. Third Heavy Mortal with 8 kills, veteran 3. Very nice there. Thumbs up to Mikujin. Katyusha setting out there, almost ready to bombard once more the fascists. Panther slowly approaching the ace level. There you go, the H5 top there, we got mark target on as well. There's the buttoning up. I don't know if he's going straight for the H5 with it. Be careful he doesn't get hit with an anti-tank grenade, just get focused on by other stuff. Constant routed. In the south, another push by Dirtyfinisher, though he's certainly been a bit diminished this time around. Not quite as much force behind that one. Howitzer there, firing away again, and then the side of it. Another Panther 4 there, finally for ElZocko. Thumbs up. More chief of the first for Dirtyfinisher. Finally, Katyusha bombarding. He's fairly on the short end of the infantry spectrum, but at least he has some. He has the technical bare minimum there. Panther 4 number 2 halfway down there for ElZocko. Got those punch grenades moving through the Soviet Southern lines. Tank shows obviously can't do anything against the Panthers except, I suppose, hope to get lucky and crash with them, which statistically is very unlikely. Push back north here. Will VonManteuffel for once exploit the gaps in Mikujin's lines. Will just, once more just decide, I've advanced enough and I don't need to make one step further, which is always the wrong way to play the Wehrmacht, I find, particularly the 2vs2s. Your job's always like trying to push it as fast as possible, and then establish a defensive line a bit further away from that, so you don't neatly try to defend everything, but you need to push and need to push hard. You don't break for anything. More heavy mortar firing down there. Second Panther already there for ElZocko. Panther in guiding repairs for VonManteuffel. Chief for the driving. Pioneer's being shot to bits. Up north we got one of these Panthers moving forwards, flanking in the Max machine gun. Getting a nice hit from the T-45. South East Panther firing away there. Pumas is being routed. Got the T-45 from 65 moving up. Lots of hits in the Panther 4. Howitzer still with 1 kill there for ElZocko. It's not really doing enough for him, I feel like. Definitely not a great investment for him. Panther 4 down. Stinging blow this for VonManteuffel. Still needs more armor. Definitely needs more armor. That set versus 285 tank destroyers, there's not like any easy answers here. Like one up, we obviously just go for a lot of stoogs and have more to throw down smoke, and that way try and catch them off guard maybe. Then he needs to go for a lot of Panther 4s and then flank them. That might affect your better counter. But so far though, and this is also due to the map, there's not really been a lot of great options for ElZocko to flank, and he's not really shown himself as a great flank. But again, part of it is simply road to Kharkov is kind of a rubbish map because it's basically just 3 very narrow lanes, which is not, I think, great 2v2 map material. Ace Little Panther firing away. Almost got these 5 tanks for their command tank supporting, but I need to be careful with the Panther. Needs to disengage actually. Oh, he's about to throw it away there. Yup, pissed away his Ace Panther. That was a definite mistake there by VonManteuffel. Thumbs down. Going for another one, but really that's going to be tough to replace. The South, meanwhile, ElZocko is losing more ground as Dirtyfinisher just charges ahead here. Throwing all caution to the wind at this point. Panther has an 85, damaging the Indian. Panther won't die into repairs. We got 173 versus 121. T-35 there, routing them. Another T-34 there for Dirtyfinisher, Panther moving forwards. Lots of Panther faster than the T-34-6, almost got it. A lot of damage there. Can he follow up? Can he take out the T-34-6? In the north here we got the command tank rushing forwards. Panthers almost on there for VonManteuffel. Going for the counter, almost crushing them. There we go, getting several crush kills in. Then the other out of the under withering fire there from Mikujin rocket launch with 15 kills in the south here. The Panthers moving up, backed up the field gun there, are pushing back. Dirtyfinisher, but at a fairly high cost. Need to be a bit mindful. There you go. Panthers need to retreat now. Those, particularly the Ace ones, would be huge loss here for ElZocko at this point. And yeah, he's going to lose the moment easily. Yep. Complete waste of Ace Panther in these. First, VonManteuffel throws away the Ace Panther, and then ElZocko loses one of his Ace Panther scores. And VonManteuffel upgraded his Ace Panther in these with Panther Strikes, effectively downgrading them at this point. Not great there for VonManteuffel. Starting to look like the Germans are slowly losing it. Here against the Allies. Their decision making seems increasingly strained and is starting to show an increasingly large amount of flaws. ElZocko is finally going for the Panther, but the question of course is at this point, will it be enough? I mean, no, he needs at least 2 Stooks, and he might even need 3 Stooks to have a good chance here versus Dirtyfinisher. But we shall see. They're flanking the T-34-6, great, but the machine gun team is exterminated. Does get the T-34, but there's so much else to still need to deal with. So we got 173 versus 52. Germans really starting to run out of victory points against the Allies. Got the Panther 6 off from the T-35. But a bit of damage, air support in the center to keep the Germans away from the victory point. Thumbs up there to Dirtyfinisher. Situation with the German army is starting to look fairly desperate against the Allies. Fairly desperate. Constantly moving forward. Gun is firing away there. Mikujin barrage off against the Grenadier. And there you go. Slaughters an entire Grenadier squad there. He's stinging blow to ElZocko, who's already down to infantry issues. And similarly, it's not looking great for VonManteuffel infantry-wise either. Command tanking about there, close victory 2. HT5 moving ahead there, straight into the HT5's almost got there with the Stook there, but still really would have benefited from another Stook here. Both HT5s missing, good opportunity for the Stook to maybe finish off one of them, particularly the Ace one. Almost got a veterans one again, there you go. Got one of the HT5s, but lost the Stook in the process as well there. Not enough here for ElZocko, not enough by any measure. More Panthers are there for VonManteuffel. ElZocko also needs them. In fact, they both need more infantry in general. HT5 for Mikujin. The entire battlefield continuing a mess. And there you go for ElZocko. Lost his remaining Panther that he scored. Down to 12 points here. 9 points. There's a definite sense of 9 here from the Germans. 6 points. 3 points. And there you go, GG, game over. A loss here for the German army, a victory for the third one. A brutal match here on road to Kharkov. Again, in part highlighting why I don't think this is a very good map, but also it really just also highlights the issue of how many Wehrmacht players tend to play into the two, which is really, they're trying to like out attrition the surge, which is just never going to work out. You need to be aggressive, you need to hit hard, you need to hit repeatedly in all the soft spots, but that's really what the Germans fail to do here, despite having several times advantages. For example, VonManteuffel almost had this idea like he only had to go to a certain point and then just not go any further than that. That is typically very dangerous against the soldier. You always want to grab as much territory. You want to establish a front line to actually have something to give off to the opponent when they actually finally make the push. And that's just what VonManteuffel never did. ElZocko at the same time, I think, too preoccupied with this. Could have tried maneuvering more here as well. Not again, there's a lot of room for maneuvering on road to Kharkov. Again, it's a 1v1 map that for arcane reasons became a 2v2 map. So there you go. Bit of a 2v2 match here. So I think this is one of the matches which highlights why I don't really cast that many 2v2 matches, because a lot of them turn into this just, these artillery grind matches, which again, occasionally can be fun with all the graphics, the splashy stuff. But the problem is, when it's like, 90% of the matches, these are close to a good portion of them, it starts losing all of the excitement, because at that point you just realize this is very repetitive. But anyways, still a fine match, but, not something I want to cast too much either. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell family, tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Episode tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.